Well, hi there, everybody. You're traveling with Jack, and just like the apron says, my heavenly wife, Pam. You ever have one of those Saturdays when you get up? For me today, it's college football day, and I'm hungry though. I walk over to the refrigerator, I'm thinking, gee, I normally go grocery shopping on Sunday. We're running a little short on supplies. Now, if you hear something in the background, we're not in a fancy Food Network studio. I put on a load of laundry. What the heck was I thinking? I'm going to do a cooking video. I've got laundry going in the background. Oh well, consider the price you pay for these videos, right? Back to my dilemma. It's a Saturday morning. I'm hungry. There's nothing in the refrigerator. What shall we make? Well, I started to go through the cupboards, found a couple of things. First of all, and I've opened up the can, I found some green chilies. What could we put with green chilies? I'm thinking, a green chili omelet? That sounds kind of good. Well, we're going to need some ingredients. Well, guess what? I had a few things left over in the refrigerator. I chopped up some fresh onion. I had some turkey meat. And I grated up a little bit of Mexican-style cheese. We've got hope. So, we've got our black cast iron skillet. You know, that's my favorite. I love the way they cook. They evenly heat up. They're easy to clean. Remember though, don't put them in the dishwasher. So how shall we start? We're going to put the onions in first because they take the longest to cook. So I hope you've had a good week. There goes our onions. Can you kind of hear the sizzle there? Yeah, we're not going to need a ton of onion. Oh, I dropped one on the floor. No, I'm not putting it in the skillet. I'm throwing it over there in the sink. You may remember I'm a little bit of a neat freak. Here's our green chilies. Oh, that's going to give it some great flavor. Need to get my handy dandy wooden spoon here. Let's stir that up together. You know, I sure wish I could afford a camera crew so I didn't have to turn my back to you all the time. But again, I get back to what are we paying for this video? Not much. So there, we've got our green chilies going with our onion. Looks pretty nice. And I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of my salt and pepper to this. And fresh ground salt. Not a ton. Trying to watch that salt intake. This is such a quick and easy, and it's going to be a delicious meal on a morning when I thought, I'm hungry and the refrigerator is empty. All right, next, I had two leftover organic eggs. And I've got, excuse me, I've got my special cup. My big snowman cup. Pam used to love this cup when she was still with us. And I'm going to use that to crack my eggs in and mix them up. So, we'll come over here. Crack open our egg. There's egg number 1. Put that over there. Here comes egg number 2. And we're not just going to do just eggs by themselves. I'm going to add a little bit of milk, okay? You're going to say how much? I don't know. There, that looked like enough. You'll figure it out. Then we're going to take our fork here and we're going to give that a really good stir. Oh boy, I got to tell you, the onions and the green chilies smell fantastic. And you just want to keep stirring your milk and egg mixture together till it's nice and rich and smooth. There we go. That looks beautiful. What else am I going to... Oh, I'm going to add my turkey. Okay. Going over here to get my roasted turkey. There we go. Now, I've done omelets before, I think, on the channel. But I've never done one like this where I just kind of came up with something in my head. But you can do that. That's the beauty of an omelet. Anything you like, you can put in it. I've even done, I tell you one that's really good is smoked salmon. Don't know if you've ever done that, but that is deliciosis. Okay. So there's our little concoction. I love that word concoction of our green peppers, or not green peppers, green chili peppers, along with some onion and some turkey. Why is there not more? Because I didn't have any more stuff to put in. I'd hoped I had some kale or maybe some spinach, but I didn't. So that's all cooking now, right? And our onions are pretty translucent. Do you want a view? I know. All right, let me bring you down here. Here we go with the old camera action. See there? It's cooking up beautifully. Ooh, boy, you don't get that kind of camera movement on the Food Network, do you? No siree, buddy. All right, let's add our egg mixture. And it will spread out on its own. At least that's the idea. There we go. Look at that. This is going to be so delicious. Now, you're going to let that cook for a minute or two. It's not really going to take that long because I've got my skillet nice and hot. The last thing we're going to add is going to be the cheese. Now, you know what? You could also, if you wanted to, you could make this a little bigger and put more stuff in it, and you can make it in a frittata. There's so many things you can do. Or I could turn it into a scramble. Let's say it didn't work out like I planned. I could just make it a scramble. But I don't know. I kind of enjoy an omelet. The hardest part about a doggone omelet, and you'll get to see me massacre this omelet here in a moment, is I have never gotten the folding technique right. Pam and I years ago actually bought this omelet maker, which did it for you. And it made it look pretty, but I didn't get the flavor that I get from the black cast iron skillet. So I quit using it. Now, what you want to do is kind of watch your edges. And see, this is not, no. What I'm watching for is not being real liquidy around the edges of it. You want it to be firm, okay? Because then you're going to be getting ready to fold. But we can't fold until we add our grated cheese. And I got a bunch. I just felt like, oh, what the heck. Let's get crazy, have a really cheesy omelet. This is really going to be good. Okay, here we go. Put the last of that in there. And that will start melting into our eggs and our green chilies. So there we go. You want another close-up? Why not? I'm getting into this camera movement action. So, first you saw the green chilies and onions. Now you got the green chilies, the onions, the turkey, the cheese, the egg concoction, all cooking up beautifully. And it is going to taste really, really good. I have every confidence in the world now. Now I mentioned about the flip, how I always mess it up. Even if I mess it up, it's still going to taste good. So there we go. No. Still liquidy around the edges. Okay, starting on, it's sticking a little bit. I was a little afraid that might happen this morning. There, see what I'm doing? I'm just going around the edge. You see that little motion I'm doing? I'm just kind of loosening it up. This is very awkward to try and film this from behind me. There we go. Oh yeah. Now it's doing really good. It's almost to that point where we can flip it over and, you know, we're going to do it in half and then it looks like an omelet. Oh boy. Well, that's about it on this one. There's not much else to do here. We're going to wait for that to cook up. I'm going to get a sip of coffee. I know you're thinking, I thought you drank wine all the time. No, I don't drink wine in the morning, but I'm having coffee. Looks like I'm getting reflection here this morning. You know, I usually do these videos at night. This is a daytime one, so the light and everything's just really messed up in here. That's okay. Oh, that's good coffee. I get that from a place called Good Bean here in Jacksonville, Oregon. It's a coffee shop where they roast and grind their own beans for coffee, and it's absolutely delicious. Where's my towel? Hang on. All right, we're just about done. Most of you have already turned this off. You know, and I know when you turn them off. Here's a little secret about YouTube. When you have a YouTube channel, you can look at your videos and go to this thing called the analytics, People have a short attention span. Most of my videos are pretty short to begin with, 8 to 10 minutes long. The attention span usually at about 5.5 minutes, they start going, and it turns off. So half of you are not finishing these dishes, or you're just completely bored and thinking, I don't want to watch this. All right, here we go. Oh, there we, oh, look, we're just about there. We are just about there. You can't rush an omelet, but I do sometimes. Okay, we're continuing our movement here. Hey, I watched a really good movie last night. I know you didn't tune in for that. It's one that, it came out like 8, 9 years ago, but it was on again. I just watched it. I saw it the first time. Moneyball with Brad Pitt. Have you seen that? Even if you're not a baseball fan, that is such a good, uplifting movie. What I like about the movie, Brad Pitt, who plays the part of Billy Beane, general manager for the Oakland A's, proves that you can get ahead in this world without having the most money. You know that old saying, he with the most toys wins? That's not true. Of course, I believe he who has God wins. You got God at your side. But it's a great movie, though, about how he took a little bit of money and made a near championship team there in Oakland, for what it's worth. All right, there we go. Now, okay. Some of you are probably watching going, oh, I can't watch this. I know. See, it's just ripping to pieces. So frustrating. All right. Well, basically, our omelet is done. I'm not going to bore you with the end of it finishing. It is finished. We're going to flip it over. We're going to put it on the... Okay, fine. You convinced me. I'll get this other little doomahickey here. This is what I call my doomahickey. All right, fine. Here, we'll get the doomahickey. We'll... no. Oh, you know what happened? Oh, this looks awful. I can't show that on television. Holy cow. Actually, despite looking like that, it's going to taste terrific. So there you have it. Green chili, turkey, onion, cheese, Mexican style omelet. Rich and delicious. I'll probably put some salsa on top of it. If you had a little sour cream and avocado, put that on there as well to be delicious. Thanks for checking in with us. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. You ran across this really crappy channel with this guy who does cooking videos who destroys the meal at the end, but it still tastes good. Well, ask him to subscribe, okay? Thanks again. Have a good day. Bye now.